Okay, let's do this first here. Okay, say a few words in your normal tone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're good.
This is my daddy, and I love him very much.
You got to stop him with his daddy thing. He picked it up this morning. I don't know where it came from.
It makes me look good. It makes you look even better. Own me. Own me. Listen, it's about Greek adoption. You're adopting adults.
Can I ask you to maybe just move a little bit over this way?
Him?
Get a little bit closer.
Oh, I just stepped on the wire. I'll just put the chair.
Yeah, just so good.
Can I get a booster?
We got a phone book in there you can use.
Do you want me to get rid of the coffee cup?
No, actually, it lends a little casuality to it.
You gotta turn
It's
it.
like I know what I'm doing every now and then. Gotta be more selective. I'm the best you got. I am your 18. And B, C.
Okay, guys, we're rolling. So I want you to take your turns to introduce each other, who you are, and we're involved in your work. And then if you each want to take time to say your point that you want to make on this, that'd be fine. Or you can go back and forth with the others that done too. So do you have a specific topic you want to focus in on? Because there's not much time, but there's a lot of information you probably want to share. So you have to be sort of selective of what you want to talk about. What they were talking about is successes maybe you have working together, and how the MCC program has facilitated growth in your church that you're working with.
I was going to kind of go from it's helped our church be kingdom perspective and outwardly focused.
That's great.
What do you want to say?
For me, I was going to focus on working with an MCC as an intern.
What's it done for you?
And what's it done for me?
That sounds great. That's exactly what Barry would like to have.
You go first.
Okay, go right ahead.
Why do I always go first? Okay. My name's Justin Chapman. I'm an intern.
Oh,
at
excuse
the-
me. I see something that just happened.
Don't lose it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me get a piece of tape here.
That was a good test run. Glad I got that on video too.
So I'm working out when I talk. My pecs flex, and it caused me to lose it.
Okay, just that's gonna be right there.
You know what?
Take the weight on.
Yeah.
Real.
Well, I'll tuck this part in my pocket right here, and then it won't get tight.
Okay, that's fine. Hanging out like that should be fine.
Dad. And you wonder why.
Make sure you look good for prom.
My name's Justin Chapman, and I'm an intern at The Journey, working with David Pearson, and having an excellent time. Came here from Oklahoma, and it's been interesting as one who was a senior pastor for 8 years to come alongside and actually to come underneath somebody as a mentor to teach me what church planning is about, and looking at the difference between church planning and an established church. And it's helped me get a great grasp on what it means to start from scratch and to look at the lost, look at the community, and see how we can make a difference. And not necessarily look at that from a numbers perspective, but to look at it from a kingdom perspective. Who needs to be impacted, who needs to be influenced for Christ Jesus. And David's really helped me as an MCC, as a mentor to do that.
My name is David Pearson. I am a church planter and pastor now at The Journey in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Our church is 5 years old, and we have had one of our core values since we started of being church planting. And being a multiplying church center has kept our church and forced our church to be very outward focused and to exist for others and to have a kingdom perspective in everything that we do. We have known that we have had the goal of starting 10 churches in our first 12 years as a church plant. And so it's kept us thinking outside of our walls, outside of our own comfort zone and always be looking to be reproducing. We have always had the goal as a church to be a church who makes disciples, who make disciples, who make disciples, and to be a church plant who plants churches, who plant churches, who plant churches. And so being a multiplying church center has enabled us to work with interns to be looking at other communities that we can go and reach, and to look at where our people are coming from and to offer them a church in their community instead of driving ways to the journey. But it's always forced us to have that kingdom perspective, that outward focus, and to be thinking of others besides just ourselves.
That looked really good. Let me play it back, make sure everything's.
Makes sense?